bring those big lifts onto the platform, but he's a two-time world champion and he knows how to get it done. Can he get it done here today? Carl Johansson, speaking of Penna being a reigning world champion and an underdog, Joe, the reigning 74-kilo world champion, also an underdog today, surprisingly.
I was really surprised at the results of that poll, how many people had Tim ahead. I think it's going to be close, but it was something like 70% in Tim.
Rather surprising. Carl looking to prove the odds wrong with 252.5 in his opener. Carl and Tim, toe-to-toe at Worlds, tied on and had to be decided on body weight. This is going to be very close today.
They were expecting Tim to squat a bit more, but Calais has the deadlift.
The thing is, judging by the training, so does Tim now. We'll have to see how it all shakes up. No major ask there. That was smooth.
No notes on that one. That looked like an opener.
Both Tim and Carl battling 74-kilo goat Taylor Atwood, both defeating him.
He did. I think he got out of position. You saw his elbows come under the bar. I think he's going to take another crack at that, and he could well smoke it.
Yeah, he got pulled out of position coming out of the hole, and if he can make some corrections, he'll be in a much better position to fight. Even Penna needs to be in proper position if he's going to fight through a sticking point. And 265 for Carl Johansson of Sweden.
We're right up against his PB. His best is 267.5.
Little ways away from the squat world record, but he's probably not going to take a swing at that. He needs these kilos.
But he's a young man with a lot of heart. Junior world champion in 22, open world champion in 23.
Yeah, very rare you see a junior world champion enter into the open in the first year, take the open world title. That was some work.
It was, but he spent quite a long time right at the bottom.
And if you notice, in contrast to Penna, he never got shifted forward, and that's what it is really, is staying in the pocket with your technique.
Energy failing that.
270 for Carl Johansson of Sweden, 5-kilo jump, nailed 265 in his second attempt.
So I think this is smart attempt selection. Small PB.
Yeah, Carl probably estimated he's going to fall behind in squats. But we all remember his come from behind victory at Worlds. He's got a monster deadlift.
It's a good lift.
Yeah, 3 white lights, and Carl goes 3 for 3 in the squat event.
And that was perfectly selected there.
Yeah, I'm going to say he's pacing rather well. They're getting all the kilos out of Carl and setting him up still. Look at, yeah, he struggled. Small bench press, he's confident because he knows what's waiting in the deadlift event.
Absolutely. Now, Calais hasn't shared much of his deadlift singles recently. We know Tim Monagati's made great strides on deadlift, and that was Calais' big weapon.
Yeah, I've seen Carl a 340 single about a month out. I'm not sure, I haven't seen singles since, so to your point, I'm not sure where he ended off. Yeah. 177.5. The world record total in the 74s, 800 kilos, and that's held by Kjell Buckland of Norway, who was in attendance tonight watching.
He was ready to step in if anyone couldn't make the platform.
Did not get the participation, but he's going to see a little preview what awaits him at the World Championships.
Strong, look good.
Three white lights, makes it look like an opener should. And Delaney Wallace up next. One, like, start adding up what that total's gonna look like. And he said, if you see my total at Worlds, throw that out the window. I'm much stronger now. He already has proven that.
Proved that already.
185 for Carl Johansson. of Sweden, reigning 74-kilo world champion.
He won in multi with 182.5. He's done 187.5 in a bench-only comp at home in Sweden.
Yeah, Tim's strength levels have risen, but so has Carl's.
Oh, it looked like it was going, but just hit a wall. You know, I think if he comes back and takes that again, I think he's got a good chance of getting it. He just seemed a bit slow off the chest, didn't get the drive he needed.
Now, we've seen today people miss, come back and hit. Certainly not out of reason. The reigning world champion missed 185 on his second attempt, but looked good, at least partially way through it, and we thought maybe some small technical adjustments and you might get it. He definitely looks a little more fired up for this one.
To give him the opportunity to pull away from Tim a little bit.
Yeah, Tim, in the projected, it's close, but Carl, of course, opening 10 kilos more in the deadlift. Historically had a bigger deadlift. And there it is.
And looks good.
And talk about heart. Callie Johansson making those adjustments.
He needs to be careful there.
I don't think they'll take it from him.
No,
This is Sheffield.
I don't think they will.
This is Sheffield. And what a battle bench press has been, Joe.
He'll need, what, another 20 kilos from there?
And you know what, well, the thing is, if it's a balance issue on the sumo, it looks a little more untidy than it really is, and not a strength, so it's hard to tell with sumo. 310 for Carl Johansson. What do you think, Joe?
I would like to believe Delaney can do it. He missed on the final deadlift last time. I'd love to see him get it this time.
You see the obvious pathway around 10 kilos more and then another 10 kilo range around after that with change. Carl Johansson, 310, the reigning 74-kilo champion, pacing for a top 5 in a massive battle with Tim Monagatti.
It's close. He's only 3.5 kilos behind Tim right now.
And Carl, historically speaking, has a bigger deadlift.
Yeah, but look at this. Tim's opening heavier.
Yeah. And that's where, historically speaking, you never know, because today is today, and these lifters progress at different rates.
So we know Callie's got a massive deadlift, but we've only...
And Carl Johansson, 330 kilos, 0.5. Shell Backlund, who holds the total world record, holds the deadlift world record as well, and Callie looking to break that in his second attempt. This will put him at 785.5 total. Callie pulled 328 previously for a best. PR territory.
Here we go, it's more than he's done on the platform before, but we know he's got a massive deadlift.
Not only does he have a big deadlift, he proved at last year's Worlds he can rise to the occasion when he needs to. And
nice. Yeah, nice, and he's got more left there.
That was pretty smooth for a world record, Joe. Callie Johansson has more in the tank and ready to defend the 74-kilo throne. He moves ahead of Tim Monagatti, if temporarily, as Tim... There is a lot of Swedes in attendance here today, cheering on Carl Johansson, cheering on Gustav Hedlund, and those men are providing.
This to take the deadlift world record back and to get on the podium.
A little too much on the day.
That was a surprise, actually. I did expect him to move that.
Yeah, we've seen him shift heavier weight in training.
But it's hard when you're doing it here and you